Hello, it's Melinda from Scrapbooking and Craft. Just coming on today to show you one of my Halloween projects. This is a little house shadow box. Apologise for the movement in the camera. I'm just handheld in the camera because it's quite large. So it probably measures about 30 centimetres to 35 centimetres across and probably about 50 centimetres tall. It's actually a wooden house that I got at our local Kmart last year. I just turned on its side. And this is probably about 5 centimetres, 6 centimetres in depth. So it's a wooden box, and I bought it as a wooden box, and I've actually just altered it. So I'll just show you on the sides. I actually painted the whole thing black to start with black gesso, because it was like a woody colour. So on the sides you can sort of see a hint of bricks. I took one of my brick stencils that's available on my website and put some heavy body brown paint through the stencil. I didn't want to use texture paste because I did not want it so big. And just taking you up to the roof, I think I can turn the camera this way now. On the roof I did sort of another stencil, it's our zebra stencil, and I just sort of did some waves. So it's a little bumpy, and then over the, when the brown paint was dry, I did some Tim Holtz Distress Stain and sort of rubbed it all over with my finger, so it looks really nice and old. So taking it to the front, I apologise I can't get it all in frame, so we might go from the top first. We've got a bat sitting up the top. Hang on, I'll get up off my chair. So this is just the bat that's hanging out in the top. I've just put some Distress Silver Stain over the top of the bat. Ignore the bit of cardboard hanging down. I actually had this as an entry in our local show. I actually won first prize for this one in the wall hanging section. So I wanted it to look like a witch's house. So in the back here of each of the boxes you can sort of see photos. I went to Pinterest and downloaded like room photos. I absolutely love this spider's web, like stained glass looking one. So each of them are sort of a room. So I'm just flicking through so you can see, can't see much of that one down there. So I sort of wanted the background to look like a room, and some of them, this particular one's got stairs, so I tried to have the stairs going up in some of them as well. Just to give some feature on the background. So it's not pattern paper, it's actually photos downloaded off Pinterest. Some of them printed up a little fuzzy, but I was okay with that because it's sort of in the background anyway. So back up to the attic. In the attic we've actually got, you can see a couple of little spiders or things here. I showed something smaller to point with in my big finger. Here we've actually got the Witch's Spellbook, which is just a matchbox that I put some rows of glue on this side to sort of simulate pages, covered it with a bit of scrapbooking paper, Halloween paper, and this hand is actually from a hand that an American lady sent me in a swap last year. I believe that was Aunt Beck's Creations from memory. So I've just painted it with black gesso again and put some silver over it. So we come down into this first box over here. We have a hand hanging on the wall, which is hand hanging on the wall, which is just a metal frame, a metal charm. In the background, up the top there, we have some flowers, and then in the main part of the box we have this, just this sort of skeleton scary dude. He's just a plastic decoration from Halloween. I wrapped up some paper, like some scrapbook paper that was Halloween with like music notes on it, and wrapped them up into a scroll and put some twine on them. These little glass bottles I've been collecting. We can buy these in Australia in our craft store in all different sort of sizes. So I again went to Pinterest and printed off some really tiny labels for those. Some of the jars are empty with just labels. Some of them do have little spiders and bugs in them. There's a lizard here. This is just a plastic lizard. He was, I think, bright orange, and I've just again gessoed him and put some silver on him. So next one we've got here, we've just got a plastic decoration on the wall. I believe the skeleton glows in the dark. A couple more bottles. Got a little skull bead here, another big skull. So I just tried to create scenes within the boxes. So this next one, just getting rid of a few of the glue strings that look like spider webs. Sorry, off frame for a minute. This next one is, you can see this bottle here. Inside it is actually a plastic spider. So I actually poked the plastic spider inside the bottle. Another little matchbox here just to create a bit of height and a shelf to put this tiny little bottle on. So this one's got a label from Pinterest on it as well. And in there you have a black flower just at the back, and then we have a cockroach there as well. So down to the next level, this is sort of the kitchen. So this is actually just a candy box or a Smartie box. I sound a very American, candy box. Smartie box that I painted black just to lift up the back layer. In that jar in the corner is actually a snake. It's a glow-in-the-dark one of the Halloween snakes, so I've just sort of pushed it into the jar. I've got a couple of silver beads here with a rat running in the background. Little flower up here. Big fly up on the wall here. Again, in this one there's another spider. You can just see it in the jar, so these are just plastic spiders that you can get at Halloween. There's a bit of glue there. I don't know why that glue was there. Oh, that's because my rat has moved. Oh sorry, I'm out of frame. Sorry about that. I just noticed my plastic rat is escaping. He needs to be glued back down. I'm finding the hot glue is not very good for these plastic things because it just does come off. So we've got a little spider and a little ant here that I picked up last year. Coming across, we've got a skull on a little hand charm. So across to this one, I was debating whether to put the big cauldron in, because this is sort of the bathroom. If you can look in the background, it's sort of the bathroom. So this is a witch's bath. This is just some fake cobweb that you can spray out all around your house. Again, we've got another little skull bead, a fly on the cauldron. The cauldron was black. I gave it a coat of gesso and then put some silver distress stain on it as well. Got a little snake poking out of here. So we've got a little skull. Picked this up in the party aisle, sitting here. I've actually put a little matchbox behind him just to give him a bit to something to sit on, and he's holding another little witch's box, which is half a matchbox just cut in half. So that's that little room. So going down to the bottom, so in this one I'll just tip it back a bit so we can see. Again, we've got a matchbox on the floor. We've got a spider in the front. I was just trying to see, it's a bit black in there. And then in these two jars here, we've actually got tiny little spiders and tiny little ants. And to prevent them from sort of flicking out if it fell over, I've just put some cotton wool of this spiderware stuff. Just pop that in the top. So going across, we have another scroll I made with scrapbook paper and some twine. We've got a little rose down here and another scroll and another little jar. One of these jars is actually loose, so I've got to work out which one it is and put him back. So this one's actually filled with beads and skulls. There's a little frog, or no, it's a little lizard in there. Again, he was a bright lizard, and I've just gessoed him and stuck him in. And then this jar is actually filled with you can see all the mini legs, a little centipede. Cute little Halloween decorations that come out this year. Actually, I think they're a glow-in-the-dark centipede. And in the back you can see on the wall I've put a clear skeleton. So what I've tried to do is set a little scene in each room, so each room is part of itself. I'll see if I can take you back for another overall view, and we can scan down the top. So this is an overall view. So this will sit proudly in my Halloween display, and that's one of my Halloween projects for this year. Thank you for watching, and I will catch up with you another day with another Halloween projects that I've made. Thank you. Bye for now.